The year was 1930. The world was a different place, but one thing remained the same. People loved football. This love for the beautiful game sparked an idea. Could there be a competition, a tournament, to crown the best team in the world? This was the dream. This was the hope. For years, football had been played at the Olympics, but it wasn't enough. The Olympics felt limiting. Football deserved its own stage, its own moment to shine, and so the idea of a World Cup began to take shape, a tournament where nations would clash, where legends would be made. The dream was ambitious. Travel in the 1930s was difficult and expensive. Communication was slow, but the desire to see a global football competition was strong, too strong to ignore. The world was ready for something special. The world was ready for the World Cup. Behind every great event is a driving force, a visionary leader. For the first World Cup, that leader was Jules Rimet, a Frenchman with a passion for football. Rimet believed in the power of sport. He saw it as a way to unite nations, to bring people together. As president of FIFA, football's governing body, Rimet championed the idea of a World Cup. He faced opposition. Some thought it was too ambitious. Others doubted its appeal. But Rimet persevered. He knew the potential of a global tournament. Rimet possessed a rare combination of determination and diplomacy. He worked tirelessly to convince FIFA members. He traveled the world, spreading his vision. His efforts paid off. In 1928, FIFA voted to approve the first World Cup. The tournament would be named in Rimet's honor, a fitting tribute to the man who made it possible. The Jules Rimet Trophy would become the symbol of footballing supremacy, a prize that every nation would covet. Organizing the first World Cup was no easy feat. The world was still recovering from the First World War. The Great Depression had taken hold, casting a shadow over the globe. Money was tight, travel was arduous. Despite these challenges, the spirit of the World Cup endured. Uruguay, a nation passionate about football, stepped forward. They offered to host the tournament, eager to showcase their love for the game. Still, participation was an issue. The journey from Europe to South America was long and costly. Many European nations were hesitant to send their teams. In the end, only 4 European teams made the trip: France, Belgium, Romania, and Yugoslavia. Despite the obstacles, the stage was set. 13 nations would compete for the title of world champion. The world held its breath. The inaugural World Cup was about to begin. The 1930 World Cup featured a mix of established footballing nations and emerging talents. Uruguay, the host nation, boasted a formidable team. Led by their captain, José Nasazzi, and the prolific goal-scorer Hector Scarone, Uruguay aimed to prove their dominance on the world stage. Argentina, Uruguay's fierce rivals, arrived in Montevideo with a point to prove. Their star player, Luis Monti, was a force to be reckoned with in midfield. Their attacking prowess promised a thrilling tournament. From Europe, France brought their elegant style of play. Lucien Laurent, a young striker, would etch his name in history by scoring the first ever World Cup goal. Belgium and Yugoslavia, relative unknowns, hoped to make their mark on the tournament. The United States, while not considered favourites, surprised many with their strong performances. Their goalkeeper, Jimmy Douglas, emerged as a hero, making crucial saves throughout the tournament. The first World Cup match took place on July 13, 1930. France faced Mexico at the Estadio Pochitos in Montevideo. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation as the world watched this historic moment unfold. Lucien Laurent's goal in the 19th minute sent the French supporters into raptures. It was a goal that would forever be etched in footballing history. France went on to win the match 4-1, marking a strong start to their World Cup campaign. The group stage produced moments of brilliance and upsets. Argentina, led by their captain Manuel Ferreira, cruised through their group, scoring an impressive 10 goals in 3 matches. Yugoslavia, a team largely unknown to the world, surprised many with their attacking flair, reaching the semi-finals. The United States, despite their lack of experience, performed admirably. Their victories over Belgium and Paraguay showcased their potential on the world stage. Jimmy Douglas's heroics in goal made him a fan favourite. As the tournament progressed, it became clear that the final would be a contest between the two South American giants, Uruguay and Argentina. Both teams had dominated their opponents, showcasing their superior skill and tactical prowess. Uruguay's victories were built on a solid defense and clinical finishing. Their captain, José Nasazzi, was an inspirational leader, marshalling his troops with unwavering determination. Hector Scarone, their star striker, terrorized defenses with his pace and precision. Argentina, meanwhile, played with a swagger and flair that captivated audiences. Luis Monti, their midfield maestro, controlled the tempo of the game with his exceptional passing and vision. Their attacking trio of Guillermo Stabile, Carlos Pucel, and Alejandro Scopelli struck fear into the hearts of defenders. The stage was set for an epic final. A clash of styles, a battle for continental supremacy. The world waited with bated breath. Who would emerge victorious? The final of the 1930 World Cup took place on July 30th at the Estadio Centenario in Montevideo. The atmosphere was electric. Over 90,000 spectators packed the stands, eager to witness history in the making. Uruguay, the host nation, entered the match as slight favourites. They had the home advantage and a team brimming with confidence. Argentina, however, were determined to spoil the party. Their attacking prowess and never-say-die attitude made them a formidable opponent. The match lived up to its billing. It was a tense and fiercely contested affair. Uruguay took an early lead through Pablo Dorado, sending the home crowd into raptures. Argentina, however, equalized before halftime through Carlos Pucel, silencing the Uruguayan supporters. The second half was a tense affair, with both teams creating chances. Uruguay, however, proved to be the more clinical side. Goals from Pedro Sá and Santos Ferreira secured a 4-2 victory for the host nation. The Estadio Centenario erupted in celebration. The 1930 World Cup was more than just a football tournament. It was a landmark event that captured the imagination of the world. It proved that football was a truly global sport, capable of uniting people from all corners of the globe. The tournament's success paved the way for future World Cups. It established a format and a legacy that would endure for generations to come. The Jules Rimet Trophy became a symbol of footballing excellence, coveted by nations worldwide. The 1930 World Cup also highlighted the growing passion for football in South America. Uruguay's victory solidified their status as a footballing powerhouse, inspiring a generation of young players. The tournament's success in Uruguay helped to spread the popularity of the game throughout the continent. More importantly, the 1930 World Cup showed the world the unifying power of sport. In a time of economic hardship and political uncertainty, the tournament provided a much-needed distraction. For a brief moment, the world came together to celebrate the beautiful game. Today, as we look back on that historic tournament in Uruguay, we are reminded of the power of dreams and the enduring legacy of the beautiful game. The 1930 World Cup may have been a simpler affair, but its impact on the world of football is immeasurable. The tournament gave birth to a global phenomenon, a competition that would captivate billions of people worldwide. It showcased the passion, the skill, and the drama that makes football the world's most popular sport. The echoes of 1930 can still be felt today in the roar of the crowd, in the skill of the players, in the drama of the penalty shootout. The spirit of Jules Rimet, the man who dared to dream of a global football competition, lives on. The first World Cup was more than just a tournament. It was a testament to the power of human endeavor, the enduring allure of sport, and the unifying spirit of football. It was a moment that changed the world forever.